right now, I guess I'm about to tell her my broke story.
I was riding around in my Mercedes Benz and I had to stop at the gas station and ask a couple people to help me fill up my tank.
Here's what you didn't know. That was the worst part of my life.
My goal every day was to get a tip of at least $5.
That first album exploded. But, you know, when I was broke and, you know, you just got some songs.
I jumped out the car like fucking being on fire like I was Denzel or some shit.
You broke. Not only are you broke, but you are $17,000 in the hole.
I had a hard time finding success. I wanted people to know it's not what you think it is. Success is not a goal, it's a journey. A lot of talented people give up on their dreams because they think this isn't how it's supposed to go. Next up on My Broke Stories.
I signed NLE Chopper. Artists should be allowed to paint outside the lines if they can tell you why it worked.
Ray Daniels is a powerhouse in the entertainment industry, known for his deep influence as a music executive, A&R, and founder of Radar Management. He has played a pivotal role in shaping the success of many major artists.
I like what I see. A boss like you need a boss like me. That's my best friend. She a real bad bitch, drive her own car. She don't need no lift.
When I was broke, I was selling weed. Being honest with you, just because it's the truth, I got robbed. I didn't smoke back then. Like, I just started smoking maybe a few months ago. Right?
A few months ago?
Yeah, like I smoked weed for the first time on the show with Wiz Khalifa.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's a hell of a first time.
I swear to God, I've never smoked weed a day in my life.
Good, bro.
He was on the show, and I wasn't smoking back then, so I didn't really see value in it. Like, it was like I would have pounds, and it'd be like, you know, my cousin would come on, let me get some. Like, of course, I don't even know the importance of it. A gun got put to my head, and I was like, I didn't want to do this, though. It was a serious robbery. It was like, you know, I thought people would be got murdered. I was hiding in the house for 2 hours praying. Yeah, like I thought they was going to kill me. 3 a.m, and all I remember thinking is my mom is not going to get a phone call tomorrow morning saying that her son got murdered. God was like, look at you.
Yeah.
They hiding in you don't even care about this shit. You hiding in the house because you're afraid for your life. And you think your friends are dead. And I said, God, if you get me out of this, I'm going to take everything bad that comes with this dream because I can hear you loud and clear. And, you know, I went completely broke. I lost my girl. I lost our apartment. I lost my car. I lost everything, but I had my life. And that having a gun to your head gives you perspective because sometimes when we're so worried about what we don't have, we don't realize that you still get your life. You still get another chance. You still get tomorrow. I never sold drugs again. Kept my promise to God, and you know, I embraced all of the broke stuff. My broke stories, I lived off women. Just being honest, like it's not like I'm proud of it, but like, okay, nobody fucks like a broke nigga. I understand that, cause you gotta put it to sleep. You know, like so I had to spend the night. I know I didn't put it to sleep, so you can go to sleep. So, by the way, it wasn't like I was using them. It's Atlanta, and you know, it liked me. They was like, you can stay here, and then another girl was like, you can stay here, and another girl was like, you can hold my car. Thank God for that. So I used to pass out flyers. I wasn't hustling them. I used to pass out flyers for Metro Boys Entertainment. You know, he paid me $8 an hour and $5 extra bonus for parking. So you made $21 a day, and I was sick. I caught a cold. I was sick for like 9 months. Like the cough wouldn't go away. So mind you, I don't have no money. I don't have no insurance. I don't have nothing. So my uncle tells me, go to Grady Hospital and they'll give you Grady care, but you got to bring your lady's paycheck. Never forget this, Rocky. I brought my paycheck in and the lady looked at it and she said, so where's your real paycheck? Because you didn't live off of $2,100 for the whole year, did you? And I was like, that's how much I made? Like, I wasn't even full. I was like, that's how much I made? She's like, how? And I was like, I don't know. I see a doctor. So anyway, I saw a doctor, but I am everything I am today because of those broke days. Those broke days, if being broke don't make you, if being broke don't motivate you, if being broke don't scare the shit out of you, then what will? Will Smith, I saw an interview with Will Smith. He said, he's still afraid of going broke. He been famous since 1980s, and he's still afraid. That's how much those days are rooted in who we are. So when you did the broke story, I was like, this is incredible. Because we need more of that. Sometimes you need someone to tell you, I was scared.
Was there a moment for you that was just like, man, if I didn't go to this meeting or if I didn't meet this person, then this wouldn't have happened?
So there were moments in my life I remember one day I was about to quit. I felt like quitting. By the way, I felt like quitting all the time. That's why I talk so much, because I want people to understand, like, I still feel like quitting. It is natural for your body's energy to run out and you to be like, I don't have no more. And when you pour, where do you go? Once you out of energy, it's not like you can go like to the house and get fed. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, this is 2003. Knocking on doors, nobody's answering. I'm seeing. I used to hustle back in the day with Coach K, and his partner was Yusuf, Joe. So I'm watching them take off with Jeezy, all this shit. I'm like, man, like this ain't gonna happen for me. And I went home, and I'm not a guy that likes to, like, I don't waste daytime laying down. Like, I'm not like a nap nigga. Like, on the weekend, maybe once a month on the weekend, I might take a nap. But I'm not like I can't. My mind won't allow me to shut down at 3 p.m. because I need to rest, right? So I probably have done that maybe 3 or 4 times in the last 25 years. I remember this day doing it, laying down. I put my head over the pillow like, oh my God, like I gotta quit, what am I gonna do? And then this guy called me, Demet Gitry. And at the time, Demet was like he's still a big deal to me, but at the time, he was like head of black music for like a company. He called me, said, yo bro, I just wanna tell you, you know, like, I see what you're doing out here. And that's why I believe in God so much, because who knew I needed to hear that at that moment?
Yeah.
Like, who knew at that very moment I was willing to quit and I didn't have no option, and this guy called me just to say, you doing good.
God knew.
That's all I need, because you know, when you broke, you just never seen it work before. So it's like you, right? You've taken a camera, you film something, you put it out in the world, and you've seen people react to it, right? That is what you just did is the opposite of broke.
Yeah.
That is, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm not going to sit here and feel sorry for myself. I'm not going to be a victim.
In the middle of my broke story.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Even in the middle of my story, I'm going to go do that. That's real superhero work. That's the shit that builds character. So to me, I'm all about like embracing the hard times. Like, I think about quitting twice a week. Today. No. Today. Like, today I think about it. Like, not today because I'm filming today, but I think about quitting all the time because I'm like, but you know why you think about quitting? Because you don't have a rich mama that said to you, Rocky, I've been there. It's okay. Just keep pushing. Go home. Do the rest. Because you've done everything you can. Because that's another thing they don't teach us. It's okay to lay down. It's okay to rest after you tried.
Yeah.
Because resting is not a reward. It's a necessity.
Next up, Wayno, my broke story. Wayno Clark is a music executive and cultural commentator with a major impact in the entertainment industry. Starting as an intern at Rockefeller Records, he learned the ropes from the industry legends and eventually became an A&R executive. Wayno gained significant attention for his role as co-host on Complex's popular show Everyday Struggle, where he provided insightful commentary on hip-hop culture and music trends. Wayno serves as a vice president of A&R at Quality Control Music, one of the top labels in hip-hop.
My broke story, I had many. This might be a series just for me alone. When I was 29 years old, I'm 41 right now, but when I was 29, I'm a high school dropout. My mentor, Glada, and said I had a bachelor's degree to give me this marketing associate position at a television station. He had told me, like, yo, you about to get laid off. Like, I'm just giving you the heads up. Like, a couple of months, they gonna lay you off. 2 kids, my wife was just living in a 1-bedroom apartment. She was pregnant with our 3rd. Because me and had company over, we just made the living room into a bedroom. You know, I remember Biggie saying, being broke at 30, give a nigga the chills.
Hanging with the niggas don't pay the bills. And being broke at 30, give a nigga the chills.
So I got that in the back of my mind from the time I'm like 10 years old, 11 years old. I hear that. And I'm broke and I'm on my way to being 30. And I got another kid on the way. When I got laid off, I made one of the most ridiculous yet most courageous decisions in my life. I said, I'm never getting a regular job again. I was a young kid that came from the hood, but I was a creative, right? I used my imagination from the time I was small to think about things so much bigger than myself. That imagination was still churning, and because I dropped out of high school, you know, I come from that era of you only got a high school diploma, at least you ain't gonna be nothing. So I had that in the back of my mind, but I just never believed that. Like, I just didn't believe that. Like, everybody told me, my mom used to tell me, like, you won't have to work 10 times harder than the person next to you because you don't have that piece of paper. But I had told my wife, told her like, yo, listen, give me 8 months to figure something out of what it is I'm doing. I'm trying to start this clothing line. I'm trying to get another job in the music industry. I'm trying to do something creatively where I could monetize and make some bread off of it. Give me 8 months. I did not know what I was gonna do. I had no idea what I was gonna do. I started my management company. I didn't even have any artists. I was like, give me 8 months. I think I had like $1,000 to my name the day I got laid off. And then like, I went to LA and like that 1,000 went from 1,000 to like 500 like the first day. I didn't have any income. I was discouraged. I was down about it. I was out about it. I mean, there was times where like I literally didn't leave the house, not because I was embarrassed or nothing. I was within my own head about it. You know what I mean? I was like really beating myself up about it because I was just like, damn, I'm about to be 30. I got another kid on the way. I can't really offer the ones I got, but so much. I went from having a job where I was taking care of, most things to not being able to take care of anything at all. But I fought through that. I ended up getting, that was at SOBs. SOBs is a venue in New York City where like almost every big artist had their first New York show at SOBs. And I just was backstage and this guy heard me talking and he was like, yo, what's your name? So he goes on my Twitter and I'm just talking, whatever. And then he pulls me to the side like maybe 5 or 10 minutes later. He's like, yo, I wish you to hold shows here at SOBs. And I'm like, for what? He's like, you a star. What do you mean I'm a star? Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, bro, I'm telling you, you can hold shows. I said, you gonna pay me? Yeah. I said, how much am I gonna get paid? He said, on a bad night, probably $50. On a good night, $150. And he said maybe $250, depending on who's performing and how the tickets do. I'm like, all right, I'll do it. When I did that, people knew me from the music industry a bit, but like it opened me up to so many more new relationships because everybody came to SOB. Ab-Soul's first sold out show in New York, I hosted it. He brought Kendrick Lamar out at that show. Fresh Montana, big show, I hosted that. And so many different shows and it led me to so many different relationships. One in particular, my man Low Key, he works at Apple, but he was doing all the hosting at all the shows. I really got to salute Low Key because we were riding the train that day. I had got the offer to be a host and I asked him, yo, bro, like, this guy's asking me to host shows. Would you give me some information on how to do it? And some people might take that as like, you basically telling me that you're taking my job. You know what I mean? But he was like, nah, and he started giving me, he gave me some good pointers about like, just be yourself. He's like, you might get a little bit nervous, but once you get on that stage and you get crowd interaction, you connect with the first maybe 3 people that smile at you, make them feel good. The whole crowd is going to take all that energy. And I actually use that for like so many other things. So, and from that, it just opened up so many doors for me.
Next up, Theron on My Broke Stories.
The year is 2006. I used to work at Party City, part-time, minimum wage.
My name is Tank. You know nothing about writing hits. You are not from the Caribbean.
You're not either.
I am not either. But
Theron Thomas is known as one half of the musical duo Rock City.
Would you still love me the same? Right about now. If I judge for life, man, would you stay by my side? Or is you gonna say goodbye? Can you tell me right now?
He's a prominent songwriter, producer, and artist from the U.S. Virgin Islands.
No limit. I see murder that. No limit, baby.
I bet you start needing me soon as you see me with someone else, somebody other than you. You found the truth beneath your lies.
He has a major impact on the entertainment industry by co-writing and producing chart-topping hits across genres.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
we can love who we want. We can kiss who we want. We can screw who we want.
Alongside his brother Timothy, Theron has contributed to some of the biggest songs in recent years.
Trying to better myself, trying to better my health.
In 2024, Theron won Songwriter of the Year at the Grammys, further solidifying his position as one of the most sought-after songwriters in the world.
And I say, I gonna make it in music. I'm 41 years old, and guess what? Songwriter of the Year, there we go! Virgin Islands in this mother stunt.
I used to sneak into the employee bathroom to sneak on my phone to like make calls. And one day I called my dad and just were like, man, child support was $179 and I couldn't afford it. I had a negative amount of money in my Wells Fargo account. What you gonna do? And I want to make music, but I feel like I given this job time and I don't know why I'm doing it. So I hung up the phone for my father and I called Ray, my manager at the time, still currently my manager. I about to be in tears because I just feel so defeated. And Ray's like, bruh, just quit your job. I'm gonna come get you right now. So I quit and I start walking home. And I walk home, Ray picked me up. My brother was working at Echods and Publix. My brother come home and I was like, yo, I quit my job. He was like, why you quit your job? What we gonna do, dog? I don't know what the fuck we gonna do, but we gonna figure it out. I believe that we have a better shot focusing on music than we do working part-time at Party City. Anywho, we have a lawyer. Our lawyer at the time was a gentleman by the name of Donald Woodard. Ray used to take us around the city and he said, let's make one Rock City fan every day. And with making one Rock City fan every day, he was like, yo, we're going to meet these people. We're going to meet these people. We're going to meet these people. Well, anyways, now, we about to get a deal with Akon. And I leaving out a couple details because I try and get to the point. We got a meeting with Akon and Akon want to sign us. The word on the street is like, we's dope songwriters. Our lawyer say, based on hype, I think you guys could get $150,000 to $250,000. I have negative in the bank. Me and my brother is like, 100,000 like what, dollars? Yeah. We's like, oh my God, oh my God, you know what we could do? Oh man, let's go, we could kill it. So now, the first meeting we had, we met at the Sundial in Atlanta, Georgia, with a lady that worked at a company named Hitco. So the lady's like, yo, I want to meet with the guys. I want to sign them to Hitco. I want to have this meeting. And Ray's like, cool. We used to look at the Sundial all the time and we were too broke. We used to eat off the dollar menu at McDonald's. And we were like, yo, when we get money, you know what we going to eat? At the Sundial. So the lady's like, yo, where you guys want to have the meeting at? The Sundial. And we went up there. We feel all cool. Like, we like, yo, it's spinning in a circle. We ordering our food. And the lady's like, yo, let's skip all the pleasantries. Let's skip the bullshit, Ray. I really, really want the guys. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to beat around the bush and I don't want to hesitate. And I really want this, man. Don't play with me, man. I really want this deal. Ray's like, sure, tell us what you're thinking. She's like, nah, what you thinking? We're thinking $150,000, $250,000. She was like, look, man, I'm just going to jump out the window because I don't want to waste no time and I want to close this deal. And Ray already were like, yo, the number one thing we're not going to negotiate against ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Let's see where they head at. She was like, I'll give y'all $750,000 right now. Me, my brother, and Ray, I'm looking at my brother, nigga. My eyes is watering. I want to cry. I'm thinking like, oh, man, I could take care of my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I could do so much. I'm kicking Ray under the table because Ray ain't answered yet. Ray is so poised and calm at this moment. And anybody that knows Ray, he is none of those things. He's not a calm, poised person. So he's like, man, I really appreciate that. That's a great offer. But we never really make decisions on the spot like that. The way that we do it, we all go, we sit down, we discuss things, and we make a choice. Me and my brother's like, no, the fuck we don't. When the fuck did we start doing that? Like, we looking around like, we ain't saying nothing, but we like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? We like, yo, nigga, 750, nigga, take the money, let's go. So anyways, we get up. She was like, yo, I need to hear back from y'all soon, da-da-da-da. We get downstairs, we call our lawyer. Donald is like, yo, how did the meeting go, guys? We're like, man, really, really good. Did she put in an offer? We was like, yeah, she put in an offer. What was the offer? Ray was like, guess. He's like, oh, man, but that sounds like it was good. What, 200, 225? He's like, no more. He's like, 275? I'm not going to keep guessing. He said, Donald, that woman just offered us $750,000. Donald said, do y'all trust me? We was like, what? Do y'all trust me? Yes. Don't talk to anybody. And hung up the phone. That was it. We was like, okay, we're on a high. We are on a high out of this world. We're in the car. We're singing. Ray had the SUV. The windows is down. We playing All I Need by Jay-Z. All I need is the love of my crew. We screaming to the top of our lungs. We like, we got $750,000. Next thing you know, all kind of people want to talk to us. Donald says there's a lady that wants to meet with y'all, and she's going to come by the studio. Her name is Ethiopia. Ray's like, oh, Ethiopia, she's at Universal. She wants to meet with y'all. Me and my brother's like, shit, I don't care what this lady says. If she ain't talking $750,000, like we already got $750. She come to the studio. She's listening to music. Da 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 da. We really like Ethiopia. Like her energy. She's like, man, I could teach y'all this, and that stood out to us. Like she could teach us, right? Because we want to be around a long time. We want to know. Bills piling up. Mom and dad going through money issues in the Virgin Islands, relationship issues in the Virgin Islands, and it's just a dark time. Like on the personal front. On the music front, it seems positive, but on the personal front, it's a lot. Man, there's so much going on. Ethiopia comes and meet with us and listens to music, and she offers us $1 million. And me and my brother is like, are we like millionaires right now? You know, we're just so excited. You got to think, me and my brother is 2 kids from St. Thomas. St. Thomas is 32 square miles. We moved to the United States mainland with $85 with both of us. So my brother had 50, I had 35. So we had $85 collectively, and we left the islands, graduated out of high school, and we're like, we're gonna make it in the music business. 7 years later, we at this moment, right? Ethiopia leaves. Ray got a phone call in his truck like 2 or 3 days later. We was like, yo, nobody can beat us. And we meeting with other people. And it's like, we was like, yo, we ain't telling nobody what we want. We just seen, we had $1 million, Somebody called Ray in the car. There's like, you just seen Rick's facial expression. And Rick come out and he was like, we's like, Ray, what's up? That phone call, what's up with that phone call? He was like, we just got offered $2 million, guys.
No way.
What? So we go back to the studio. Ray, talk to Ethiopia, basically saying, man, E, we rock with you, man, but these people want to give we $2 million, dog. So, we going with the 2. Ethiopia say, where y'all at? We were at the Artist Factory. We used to work there. Ethiopia come to the studio. And we're like, listen, I'm telling y'all, I don't care what they offer y'all in money, man. What I can offer y'all is I'm going to teach y'all the business, help y'all be around for a long time. Please come with me. But the only thing, I cannot give y'all $2 million. What I can give y'all is $1.5 million. If y'all tell me y'all assign to me 1.5. It's not 2, but trust me on this one. We were like, man, she's the only person that come and talk to us. And you know what? Fuck it. We gonna go. So we went to Universal for $1.5 million. I say it took like 3 months before we got like the bread. I never forget, we was at like a banquet or something. My bank account was like something like that, negative 138 or negative 168, something like that. And then I went in there and that shit said 750,000. So, like whatever the number was.
I couldn't imagine. I can't imagine.
And me and my brother just like, what the fuck? That was the first deal we had ever done, and the most money we had ever received at that time. This is 2007. That's how we got our first $1.5 million.
That's amazing. So what was the first thing you did, like after you left the banquet?
It was all kind of stuff that they said, we got businessmen, we was like, we got to buy a house. So we went house shopping. This is before we knew we was going to get $1.5 million. This is why it's so crazy. We was talking like so positive. We went from no money, not being able to afford child support, to all my kids getting everything they need, to my parents living. In 1 year, we were flat broke again.
A year later?
1 year, literally a year later, spent every dollar and owed the IRS. And Ray had to pay our bills for a while because we didn't have no money. I never forget, one song got us out of debt and got us floating.
Shawty's like a melody in my head that I can't keep out. Got me singing like na 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 every day's like my iPod stuck on replay.
Shout out to Beluga Heights at seeing the hands and voices of a couple artists, but it ended up on a kid from the island of Tortola. And how he got it was a very crazy and serendipitous story, but it made me and my brother really mad, and we didn't want him to have the song. And our manager Ray said, the song is just on your computer picking up dust. They want to put it out and promote it. Right now, we're broke, we don't have no money, we're not hot, and nobody gives a fuck about Rock City. Let them have the song. We looked at Ray and we said, all right, man, you always want to be nice to niggas. And we walk away, and we made $2 million off of IS Replay.
Wow.
We've made more money over time, but immediately we made about $2 million off of IS Replay, got us out of debt, got us stable financially, and, you know, I've never had money issues ever again. We learned our lesson.
Next up, Datavio on My Broke Stories. Known for his role as the CEO of Revolt, Datavio has been instrumental in transforming Revolt into a leading platform that resonates with younger, multicultural audiences. Under his leadership, Revolt has expanded its reach, addressing issues around social justice, black empowerment, and providing a voice for underrepresented communities.
My name is Datavio Samuels. I'm the CEO of Revolt. And my broke story, honestly, I got a lot of broke stories. Grew up broke, spent a lot of time being broke, but one of the times that comes to me most is I was graduating from college back in 2002. The internet bubble was bursting. There were no jobs anywhere. And I was graduating with an elite degree and had no job. I ended up taking a job at a career management center, making, you know, at the time, maybe $20,000 or so a year. But believing that there was so much more inside of me. The smart piece about that is that the Career Management Center wasn't just any career management center. It was the Career Management Center at Duke University's business school, Fuqua School of Business. So while I'm making my money, I'm able to take business classes. I'm able to network with future MBAs. I'm able to network with all of the companies and the corporations that were coming to recruit MBAs. And fast forward 2 years later, I would graduate with my MBA and go work with one of those companies that I was networking with back then. So it was absolutely the right move, absolutely the right pivot, but a very difficult moment in time, trying to figure out what life would look like after college. That's my bro moment.
Nobody could understand your dreams and your goals better than you. If you put the dreams and goals that you have in other people's hands, be prepared for them to squander them and fumble because it's not theirs. You can find people to help support your dreams and your goals. You can find people to help motivate you and push you, but you can never ever find somebody better than you. Nobody qualifies better than you to see out and to complete your dreams and your goals. If you die trying, you didn't fail. God just take you before you could win. But if you quit, you would always have a doubt in your mind of the what if I kept going. I've been in the business since officially 2007. I was 26 or 27. I win Grammy for Songwriter of the Year at 42 years old. You know what I mean? Like, that's how much time it take to get me to walk on a stage and to thank my father and my mother and my wife and my kids. And I've been successful for a long time. And when I use the word successful, like I've been able to pay my bills on time and me and my family been able to take a vacation. I've been rich for like 3 years. From 2007 to the age of 42. So I've been rich from like 40 to now. And think on how long I've been in the business and how many songs I've written and how many songs were successful and how many things that I've done to finally be able to look and be like, I successful today. I wouldn't change any of it. So if I give an advice to you, the most cliche thing, don't give up on your dreams and your goals. And hey, don't ever grow up. Is a fucking trick. Listen to me. The great things about children is they're ignorant enough to still be excited about a fucking butterfly. You could treat the wall like you're experiencing it the first time, your first failure, your first love, your first loss, just the way all of those things feel. If you treat your life like that, I believe that you could keep going and never give up and never stop. Organize your money, save, invest, do all the adult things that they tell you to do, but be as childlike and delusional as possible in order to live the best life you could live.
together we can get somewhere. Any place is better. Starting from zero, got nothing to lose.
Rocky Jean is an accomplished creative artist known for her work in film and television. She has garnered attention for her unique storytelling and dedication to promoting diverse narratives. With experience in various roles within the industry, Rocky Jean focuses on empowering underrepresented voices through her projects.